What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So today we're hunting and I'm doing a 2-day hunt with my father, with my dad. He's in the truck right now, and I just came out here because I needed to use the bathroom, and I thought it was a good opportunity to start off the YouTube video. I started kind of late, but you know, it's fine. I wanted to start filming this morning, but I kind of forgot, and you know. But we're hunting in Okaloacoochee, and we're staying out here at a hotel. I don't know where that is going to be at, but I'll catch you later whenever we start walking out. Okay, guys, we're walking out. We're walking out in hopes to get luck. So yeah, we're gonna go that way. So that should be fun. Okay, we made it off the road. There's deer tracks. Dad, there's deer tracks. Oh.
See those brush on him right there. Right in front of you. Straight in front. Go straight front. Go.
I didn't feel well. Stand.
Set the ball. Behind that green ball.
Take the stand off.
You need to get around it.
Oh, okay. It's just right over. No, we just seen it now. So we're jumping. Make our way around. See something. So we spotted a doe, and we're just trying to make our way around it. That way he doesn't spook, and she can potentially bring in a buck. I see her. She's just right there. first deer hunt full video on the channel. So hopefully it turns out well. I mean, we can shoot a hog, we can shoot a turkey, we can shoot anything that walks by. Unless it's a doe, then we can't shoot it. But I'll get back to y'all in case something interesting happens. This wind is blowing crazy. It's blowing that way. So that's bad. The wind kind of messed up. Before it was blowing like this. Now it's blowing like that. So that's really bad. Because that means that anything that's over there won't come to me because of my scent. He said something. He's right there. Okay, well, I'll get back to y'all in case something interesting happens. Okay, I ended up moving because the sun is right there. And it was too hot in that position, so I just moved over here. And it's a little less hot, more shade. And deer could be walking out from over there. And deer could be walking out from over there. And maybe even behind me. So, I kind of like this a little better. I'll get back to y'all later. Because I need to fix this. Okay, I fixed it. And I'm just gonna give y'all a little time lapse of everything. Okay, well, my phone ended up dying, and I didn't really get any footage.
Charge it?
Yeah, but I didn't really get any footage, so I'll just use what I got, and we're gonna go back out tomorrow, and we're gonna stay in a hotel or a motel in Lewiston. So, see you later. Okay, it's the next morning in the truck. Well, it's the next morning, and we're getting ready to leave. And yeah, see y'all whenever we get over there. Okay, made it. Oh no. Okay. The flashlight. Okay, well, let's start recording this. Try and put on a flashlight. Nothing. Alright, it is. Okay, I'm gonna put everything on real quick. he's coming back in. He's seen a spike. Like he jumped the spike and then ran this way. So maybe he'll come back over here because Mark from Stomp caught a deer. And whenever he was scouting, he would scare the deer to see where they would run. And that buck ran this way, meaning he wanted to go over here. So, yeah. Okay, well, I'll be back in case something she wants to get rid of it. He said he'll give it to me. So, alright, well, I'll stay tuned for y'all. And in case we get some or something happens. And I'll see you guys later. Okay, so that buck ended up pushing those doe and made them run across the field over there. He said that they ended up doing that, and hopefully they come back. But it's been kind of and seen the bow hanging off the tree, and it ended up spooking, which caused that bug to spook. So that was like worst case scenario there. It was like 35 yards away from my dad, because as y'all seen, it went over there, and then went over there, then ended up back over there. So if I was sitting in that pine tree right there, I could have smoked him. I could have shot them. I could have shot that bug. But it's okay. It still sucks, but there's more deer in the area. There's 3 more bucks in the area. There's 2 more bucks in the area. But we think that was the bug from this morning. Because my dad seen 3 deer running across the field, and then I guess they came back, and I guess that was them. Because the back one was the buck, and the back one was the buck, and this, and with these 3 deer too. So that sucks. Anyway, he's calling my grandpa, and we'll see what we're doing. Just got food from Mary Lou's.
Mary Lou's.
It is smacking, y'all. Okay, well, we ended up moving the stand, my stand, and we're gonna go back out in a little bit, but we're just eating real quick, and I'll see y'all whenever we get out there.
Chicharrones.
Okay, see y'all whenever we get out there. We're back over here. This is what I'm not gonna put my boots on. See you guys whenever we're walking out there. Okay guys, I ended up moving to a new spot. My dad, he's still in the same spot. He's just at a different angle. Yeah. I'm just waiting for a deer to come by. I'll show you the spot. This is what we're working on. Oh no, that's not good. My back's falling, but we have that open field over there. That's where the bucks have been running in. There's deer tracks all over there. And there's another flag pond right there. And I've got open area here. My dad is just right there. Just chilling. Open area back there. Got that open field. I can also see over there. I'll see y'all later whenever we do end up seeing a deer. Okay guys, so we're getting close to the end of the video, because we're leaving right now. This is the last road that we're gonna drive on, and we just got back to the truck from the stands, and we had a doe blow at us, because the wind, it was blowing all over the place. And then there was 2 deer. We couldn't see what the other one was. It was kind of skinny. We think it was a buck because they're gonna be skinny, because they've been chasing the does, and it could have been a buck that was working that doe, and we think that it was a hot doe, or it could have just been 2 doe, like a baby and the bigger, or the fat doe, because that doe, she was really fat. And we're just looking around buck, but yeah. I'll see y'all whenever we are either leaving or if we spot something. So I'll see y'all later. Okay, we just spotted some does. They just took off. But there could have been a buck with them. I mean, I didn't really see a buck, but took off into there. Oh yeah, they're standing right there. One of them was. Oh, shootings. Okay, well, I just wanted to record. Hopefully y'all got to see that. But, yeah, right there. Right there. Another one. Oh, the deer are moving, so I'm gonna record. Watch this. That deer is gonna be standing right up here, right in those woods. Right in there. So you're just standing there. If y'all look closely, y'all might see a deer. I know it's kind of hard to look closely. I'd say that this was a successful hunt, even though we didn't get anything. Because, like,
See the other two?
yeah, that was a fat doe. I thought that was a buck for a second, but then I was like, no, that's not a buck. Yeah, but hunting is called hunting because you're not gonna kill something every time you're out. And I like to think of hunting as a good time to spend, or as a good way to spend time with your family. And the point of hunting is to provide. You're not trophy hunters. I get why you like trophy hunting, but it's just not for some people. Because like trophy hunting, like you're only hunting for the racks. You only want a deer because of the racks. Like I'm sure that you respect wildlife, but I just don't know. I mean, like I said, I personally like hunting for the meat better. I mean, if I get a really big buck, I'm gonna mount it, but that's only gonna happen if you're a very, very skilled hunter. I mean, you can be really lucky and have a big buck walk out. But it's just hard because, like, sneaking up on a buck and trying to get 20 yards away from it, that's going to be hard. 25, maybe 30, yeah, you can. 40, you can definitely do that. I just don't know about 20. 20 yards, that's why it's hard for me to hunt. That's why we always hunt in the sands and we don't, like, do walking stalking. Because, like, if you're trying to walk and stalk a deer, it's hard for you to get 20. So, like, why not just let the deer come to you at 20 yards? I mean, I've had that happen a few times with doe, and I've had a buck at 30 yards. But I just can't shoot 30 yet. And I didn't feel comfortable with that shot. And whenever I went home, I was shooting 30, and my arrow was dropping like crazy. And now I hunt with shorter arrows, just like that. But, I'm gonna stop recording here. And I'm gonna start recording again whenever we see a buck. Or if we see one. That was pretty good. I just want a buck to walk out. I just want a buck to be standing there at 30 yards or 20 yards. I think he sees one down there. Oh, I guess not. Maybe we'll see one. But, oh yeah, I always see that wonky tree. It always gives me faith in hunting. And it always gives me faith in life, seeing that wonky tree. For some reason, it just does. Like even the smallest things can affect life. Oh yes, bro. Look at that wonky looking tree. wasn't a forkhorn, and it took off. Took off into that field back there. But like my dad is always saying, whenever the rabbits is out, the deer will be out. The deer are out, and I keep seeing rabbits everywhere. That was a good little buck. Or no, that wasn't a buck. That was a doe. We thought it was a forkhorn, and I was like, huh, that is a forkhorn. And I looked at it closer, and I was like, this isn't a forkhorn, it's a doe. I don't know. It could have been a forkhorn. I wanted to go get out and shoot it, but yeah, well, that was pretty good. I'd say that was successful. I think if I don't see another deer in a few minutes, I think I'm gonna do the outro. Unless we go down one more road. If we go down, if my dad takes me out or takes us down one more road, I'll just scrap the outro. What the heck? I don't know what that was. It's like a building. I'll just have to review that footage again. I'm certain that was a doe. I don't think that was a forkhorn. Honestly, couldn't tell. I hope it was a doe. We didn't just pass on it. If it was a forkhorn, I would love to shoot that. I would love to shoot one of those. And that wonky deer that we got on camera, on trail camera, I hope that next time we come out, like for rifle or for general gun, I hope that it walks out, because if that buck breeds, it's gonna make all sorts of wonky looking deer, and that would be bad. So we need to take that one out. That one's one that we need to take out, just like in general. I'll put a picture up. I'll put up the video. I'll put it up after the outro. So like, make sure you guys watch until the end, because I really want to show y'all that deer, that buck. It's a nice little buck, but yeah. I think I'm gonna stop recording here because I think we're getting to the end of the road. I'm gonna check real quick. Well, I'd say that was a successful hunt, even though we didn't get a buck. We still seen tons of deer. I will give you that. Hopefully, actually no, y'all seen it. I'll see y'all. Like, we have another hunt. We have there's something up there. I think that's just a stick. But we have another hunt for we have the family hunt. We have 2 family hunts, and on the same weekend, and then we also have a gun hunt. So hopefully we can get something for them. I know I'm gonna post a video on those 2, because we're hunting with my cousin, my grandpa, and my dad, and me, obviously. And yeah, hopefully we get something. So I'll see y'all in the next video, and thank you for watching. But yeah, make sure you watch after this, because I'm gonna be showing that the video of that buck on the trail camera. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.